Hello, welcome viewers. I am Bhaskar Chatterjee. I'll briefly talk about the employee attrition, or you can call it as a employee turnover in the retail sector. Attrition means employee leaving the organization, and you must remember that attrition is inevitable. It will happen. No employee has come permanently to any organization. So they will look for the better opportunities and they can leave the organizations. Now from the exit interview, when employee leaves, the management speaks to the employee concerned and tries to understand the reason for which that individual employee has decided to quit the organizations. The interview has discloses some of the reasons for which the employee leaves. The disclosure talks about point 1 is that is a long working hours which causes stress and fatigue, and they do not want to continue because of the health reason. The second point is that no career plan or growth path is shown to them or discussed. So the potential people who wanted to make their career, they don't see enough reasons for them to continue in that organization, so they leave. Third point, the service conditions are not clear and not in place, so there is a total confusion and a gap in understanding his nature of work and the conditions of his employment. At times the job is also not properly defined and not told them what is expected out of them. Well, the fifth reason could be the personal reason. Some people are shifting from the localities or from the towns, or they have other family commitments, etc., for which they want to discontinue with their existing employment, so they leave. Many a times it is seen that the employee do not get enough respect in the organization. Their good work is not recognized, their good work is not rewarded, so they feel that is not worth continuing because their efforts are not being appreciated, so they leave. So there could be other reasons also. I have said few of the reasons, but there may be another many reasons for which the employee decides to leave the organization, right? Now I tell you that to some extent attrition is good, but heavy attritions, gives enough reasons management to relook into their policies and practices of managing the people in the organizations. So management has to revisit their stand as how to deal with the employee for them to retain in the organization. Right? So these are the reasons for which the employee leaves. Now I will tell you that when the employee leaves, it has got two sides of power of balances. One is the positive impact and the other is the negative impact. First I will talk about the positive impact. What is the positive impacts? Now when the underperforming people leaves the organization, it gives management the higher opportunity to recruit the potential people and strengthen their team. That is one. Second, underperforming people leaving means there is no more carrying cost to for those employees, because when employee do not perform or under deliver the performance, their cost is very high. So replacement would definitely give the better strength to the team. The employee who comes in board, the new employee comes with the new ideas, new skills, new values and commitment, which is very important for the organization to have those elements for a better productivity and a better delivery. Because of the higher commitment, the sales are also improved, the customer service also improves a lot. So therefore, to some extent, the attrition is welcome. Now I'll tell you the negative side of it. The negative side of it, that when experienced and skilled people leave the organization, it is difficult to find out the replacement, because his experience to the organization, his approach to the customer, his deliverables, that whatever he has been holding have been extremely good and worthful for the organization, which they will not have once those potential people leaves the organizations. The other negative impact is what? When you recruit the new hands, what it happens, the salary goes up because the new people joins at a higher salary. After that, they have to train, so there is a cost of training. Then they have some amount of time for them to get adjusted to the new environment. So there will be loss of productivity for some more time. You follow what I am trying to say? So the new people, when comes, there will be all immediately drop in sales, because the new people will take time to deliver that level of performance. So these are the negative sides when the good people leaves from the organizations, because they cannot match by adding the new people immediately. So that new people also needs time to get adjusted in the new environment, and after that only they start delivering, which is fine. Okay. Now let's understand that the corrective actions and controls. Now let me tell you that let there be a laid down uniform policies and practices of the service conditions for all the employees of the retail sectors, for that brand or for that company. Second is that add values to the employees by giving the adequate training, because that is very important. People improves their skills, the people improves their attitude, the people improves their performance in the organizations, therefore it motivates them. Listen to the employee, their ideas, their thoughts, their suggestions. Give them a patient hearing from the employees, those who are voluntarily coming forward and giving their suggestions. Fifth is that treat every employee at par. Let there be no partiality, no personal liking or disliking. Let have a redressal process of the grievances of the employees. At times we have seen that a lot of people has grievances while they are working, and they don't find any avenues to speak to them or to discharge their unhappiness. So let there be uniform tool to deal with the grievance. Counseling is very important for keeping people active, motivated and charged. This is very, very important. The ninth point is let there be the appraisal process and systems in place, so that the employee know how much he has contributed, to what extent he can improve his performance, and what is more expected out of him. The last is that show them the career plan, treat them well as a family member, do their counseling, attend their social function, treat and greet in their birthdays or in wedding anniversaries, etc., for keeping the morale of the employee high. So good management practices is the key word for retention of the employee, or I can say to minimize the attrition rate in the industry. So these are the the causes, impact and corrective measures should be taken for the industries for the better health, better customer service, better sales and a long-term productivity. So friends, I think there is some value addition contributed through this talk to understand the subject well. If you have liked it, please share and forward it. Thank you so much. All the best. Good luck.